We're in this mess because society has lost sight of what's most important. What matters most to me is my faith and my family. And I know I'm not the only one who believes that way. So we're joining together as God-fearing men and women to take the light into the darkness.
Another guy who's a huge asset to our team is pro staffer Adam Nicholas. Adam's a great Christian guy, and he's been with us filming and hunting for several years now, and he was excited to get his 2013 season kicked off on the right foot.
My name's Adam Nicholas. I've been filming deer hunts for the last 7 years. Well, the 2012 deer season was a big disappointment for me. We put a lot of work, a lot of time in. We had a terrible drought. We couldn't get a break. Well, we spent long hours in the stand, just couldn't put it all together. I was able to harvest 3 does, but no bucks. I was really excited about the 2013 season, especially after coming off a disappointing 2012 season. We've been out checking our trail cameras. We've got a lot of good bucks, a lot of good up-and-comers, so we're really excited. We got a lot of good rain this spring, so we're really excited about the 2013 season.
It's October 13th. I'm wearing the holy shirt, the good luck charm.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your holy shirt.
The holy shirt. I've had that shirt for forever, and this preseason we were doing some scouting, and I don't know if I got hung up on a greenbrier or what, but I got a nice big rip in the shoulder. But Michael Harrell, as you seen earlier, he shot a giant deer, and I'm wearing that shirt. So I decided, maybe it's my good luck charm. So I decided to wear it the next night. You need to quit hating on my holy shirt.
We got set up. We got a good front coming through this evening, so hopefully the bucks will move this evening. They're moving last night, so we're hunting a buck named Mutt. He's real wide. He's not very tall, but he's a good mature deer, so we got some buck blitz out on the ground. We'll see if he comes in this evening.
This setup is kind of hard to get into. It's a big boat art tree, so you've got limbs going everywhere. It was a hot day, so we actually put our shirts in a bucket of buck blitz, kind of just to help cover our scent, because we knew we were going to be sweaty. And not 30 minutes after we got up in the tree, we had a small buck come in. Well, we saw a couple young bucks get up out of their bed and come down to this pond to water, and it seemed like as time pressed on, more and more bucks were showing up at the pond to get a drink. Well, after watching these young bucks water at this pond for a while, finally a mature buck gets on his feet, and it's a buck that we know real well. We've got a lot of wild game pics of this buck, and it's a buck we've named Mutt.
There's Mutt. Yeah, that's who I saw. Yeah, Mutt's at the water.
And we call him Mutt because he's just a goofy looking deer. He's real wide, he's not very tall. He's the oldest deer on the property. We think he's maybe a 6 or 7 year old deer, and he's one that I'm definitely after. Well, one by one, these deer start leaving the pond, and instead of coming towards us to the buck blitz like we thought they would, they're going directly away from us. And we're hunting a couple hundred yards from the fence, and I'm scared to death that they're going to jump the fence and be gone forever, maybe get shot by the other landowner. I normally wouldn't grunt this early in the year. These bucks are still in bachelor groups and running together. But at this point, I've got nothing else to lose. They're about to leave the property. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Well, to my surprise, the grunt worked. I actually turned the first deer, and once he turned and committed, the other bucks soon followed after him. We had the younger bucks pile into the buck blitz, but Mutt, being an old mature deer, was extremely cautious. We had little to no wind, so every move you made, it was just magnified. I had actually turned around in my stand and was facing the pond that we were watching. These bucks came in behind me, so I'm actually in a bind. Well, Mutt's really taking his time getting here. It seems like he's taking just a few steps every 5 minutes, and we're quickly losing camera light. I've only got a small shooting lane to use. He's extremely cautious, but we're patient, and he steps into place.
I think the shot was just a touch up.
He's down. He's crashing.
Oh, he's crashing right there, baby. Oh my gosh. He's a stud, dude. That's an old deer. Last night, Mike shot a booner. Tonight, I just shot an old bruiser. Dude,
He's a little dark, but
that Exodus 80 mutt, man. This is my first buck with the Ross Crave. I haven't shot a buck in 2 years, and I just shot a 6-year-old. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus, man. How about that double, baby? It's a good thing we put our shirts in buck blitz. I was trying not to breathe at all. We took our undergarments and we put them in a bucket of buck blitz. Used our bone collector grunt tube.
Flexstone.
Sealed the deal, baby. Dude, I love this shirt.
Can we buy you a new shirt?
Can you buy me a new shirt? No, I think I'll keep the holy shirt. It's done pretty good this year.
I appreciate your professionalism in making the show look
Holy.
Dude, can you believe this?
I know.
2 big bucks in 2 days.
And he's down. We heard him crash.
Oh my gosh.
In 2012, I felt really fortunate and blessed to be able to harvest 3 does and put some food on the table, but I was still left with disappointment. 2013 was just incredible. It was just a phenomenal year.
not every season's gonna get kicked off like this one is for Adam. You're 2 weeks in to the first month of the season, and you've already got a big buck on the ground.
All right, well, we just climb down around the tree and let's go find the arrow. Oh, yeah. Well, that Exodus done a good job, man. We got some blood right here.
Yeah, there we go. Gosh, these bugs are horrible. Rotate left
Huh?
and take 2 steps.
Well, oh my God.
He's right beside us.
How did you do that? Oh my God.
Looks like he's wide, isn't he? Look at the body. Look at the neck. We're going to have to get him out of this grass.
Yeah.
I can't even see him. Oh my gosh.
Well, this is Mutt. We're thinking he's probably at least 6.5. He may be a 7-year-old. We've got a lot of history with this deer. We have tons of trail camera pictures of him eating buck blitz. Ross Crave. Man, this is the first buck I've taken with this bow. I couldn't be any happier. I just want to thank the good Lord for this blessing. Last night, Michael Harrell shot a booner, and I was fortunate enough to film that hunt. So he's returning the favor, and I'm so proud of this old monarch of a deer. This is awesome.
You know, but for good buddy Shiloh Butts, he's hunted hard early, really spent a lot of time in the stand, and he was seeing a lot of deer, just not the big mature deer that he was after, but he stays persistent. He's passing a lot of deer that a lot of guys would shoot, but he knows if he puts in his time, eventually one of them big bucks is gonna come walking by.
It has been a great morning so far. Seen quite a few deer. Passed a couple really nice young bucks. That's stinking double drop tine showed back up again. That's twice that I've let him walk. I just wish he was a couple years older, but to kill a big deer, you gotta let the good ones go. Thanksgiving morning, and it is absolutely beautiful out. And for Thanksgiving, I could not be more thankful right now to be sitting in this blind. Hopefully, this Thanksgiving day turns into a feast here a little bit.
Shiloh's hunted hard for nearly 2 months. It's almost into December, it's Oklahoma rifle season, and Shiloh still has not seen that big mature buck that he's after. And really at this point, it'd be easy to throw in the towel and say, I've spent hours in the stand, it hasn't happened, you know what, I'll get him next year. But Shiloh's in for the long haul, he doesn't give up, and he heads back out during Oklahoma rifle season, hoping to lay down a mature buck.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that. I just got a text a little bit ago from my stepdad, Randy. He just busted a monster 10-point. We were just talking this morning how awesome it would be if we could both kill a buck today. We've never, ever done that in Oklahoma. Both killed deer on the same day. I put an awesome shot on him. He's down right over there on the other hillside. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Well, what a wonderful Thanksgiving morning it's been. We're fortunate enough to have this old boy come strolling through just a little bit after sun up, and after watching that beautiful sunrise this morning, I thought maybe today's going to be the day. It's been really, really tough for us. I was very, very happy and fortunate to see this deer come strolling down this thin strip of timber here. We've been hunting the past few days, and luckily enough, my stepdad also harvested a big buck this morning. What a Thanksgiving day it has been. Can't beat it at all. May have me beat by just a little bit, but I don't care.
That's all right. It's about the memory, really.
I guarantee you, we've tried for a long time to get a double.
Yeah.
And it never ever goes through, it seems like.
Yeah. This deer here's given me fits for 2 years.
You know, not every season goes as smooth as what Adams did this past year. I mean, 2 weeks into the season and you've already got a good buck on the ground. By the end of Oklahoma rifle season, Shiloh has been hunting hard for 2 full months. And after 2 full months of not seeing the type of deer that you want, you know, a lot of folks would have said, you know what, I'm done. I'm just going to wait until next year, start over. But Shiloh didn't do that. He was in for the long haul. Hebrews 12:1 and 2 tells us that we should run the race of endurance, the race set before us, and that we should keep our eyes focused on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith. You see, life is not a sprint. Neither is our walk with the Lord. This life and our walk with the Lord is an endurance race. Maybe you're at a place where life has just bogged you down. Maybe it's by sin or just whatever it may be, and you're at a place and you're saying, you know what, I think spiritually I'm ready to throw in the towel. We want to offer you encouragement. We want to come to you today and tell you to press on, to run the race with endurance. And I also want you to know that heaven is cheering you on. I want you to know that the reward at the end of this race is well worth it. God bless you. We hope to see you right back here next week on Final Descent Outdoors.